Okay, so first of all, I want to welcome you. Good on you for taking a step to better your future. I know it's not easy, but all it takes is one step like this to totally change things. Trust me, I know. So yeah, honestly, very well done. Now, I'm not massively into mindset or walking over hot coals or any of that sort of stuff, but I do believe there's a few things you really need to get right in your own head before you ever contact your first potential client. These simple but powerful shifts in mindset have helped me close a lot more sales over the years, and so it would be silly for me to not at least share them with you. I want you to think about this. How many times have you had one of those days where you're running late for work or an important meeting and everything just seems to go wrong? You can't find your car keys, then you get to the car and you realize you left your phone on the charger, so you go back and you get that. Then you get in the car and you get stopped at every red light on the way. I bet you've had this happen to you many times, right? We all have. So why does this happen? Well, I truly believe that what you focus on is what you get. So if you focus on running late and not wanting to get red lights, then that's exactly what you'll get. The universe is funny like that. We attract what we focus on. And this plays out in so many areas of life. The desperate dater always struggles to get a date. The person always worrying about money has no money and they stay broke. And the person worrying about getting sick is always the first one to get sick. I want you to read this very short excerpt from a book called No BS Sales Success in the New Economy by one of the greatest copywriters, Dan Kennedy. I'm just going to read this short paragraph here. It says, when my friend Brendan Saw was an assistant head coach with Chuck Daly, when he and Daly coached the dominant Detroit Pistons, he was asked what the big difference was between them and other NBA teams. Brendan said that, unlike other organizations he'd been with, everybody with the Pistons genuinely and wholeheartedly expected to win every game. I got a nearly identical answer from Jimmy Johnson about the dominating Dallas Cowboys team he built and coached. In neither case, incidentally, was this a statement of arrogance, swagger, or empty positive thinking. It was a reflection of diligent preparation, organization, and skill. If you don't honestly expect to win, you're probably entering a selling situation with a customer you should not be investing your time in, or a situation for which you are not properly and thoroughly prepared. Okay, really important paragraph there. So you see, even the top NBA and NFL teams agree that what you focus on is going to play a huge role in the results you get. So before you ever send your first email, before you ever contact your first client, you need to become confident in what it is you're selling. Because the reality is, if you're not confident in what you're selling and you don't believe you can get results for your client, that's going to come across and you're always going to struggle to get anyone else to believe in your service. So the way I like to do this is to imagine you have the cure to someone's life-threatening disease. You couldn't wait to show them, right? Because if they don't find out about this cure, they could literally die. And even if they're not interested in your cure and they do turn you away, you know in your heart of hearts that you've done your best to help them and that they are only person who loses out, because there are plenty of other people who will be thrilled to get a hold of your cure. Now, that's obviously a pretty heavy example, but this is exactly how you need to look at the service you're offering to your clients, as a cure to their problem. Every business owner stresses over money and bills and revenue. This is a huge problem in their life. It's their pain point and it's very real to them. It's what keeps them lying awake in bed at night. And the service you have is going to help them fix this problem and relieve them from this pain. So you owe it to them to help fix their problem. And when you do fix their problem and make their life easier, they're going to love you for it. So just like the NBA teams, you have to go into each conversation with the expectation that you will win. Now, this doesn't just mean sitting there and saying to yourself, yep, I'm going to win. As the excerpt from the book above said, this is not just about positive thinking. This is about truly believing in what it is you're selling and the results you can get. I find one of the best ways to do this is to go out and get results for someone as quickly as possible. Even if you just do it for free for your first client, because something magical happens when you get actual results for someone once you've proven to yourself that your service works. It's amazing how confident you become and how much that confidence then attracts new clients. Not only that, it also helps you get momentum, so you're much less likely to get discouraged and give up. So this is how I recommend you get started right away. Go to Facebook and find some local Facebook groups in your area. Now, most communities have a local Facebook group these days. Okay, there's plenty in my local area. I know there will be in yours too. Now, make sure they are groups that are quite active though, okay, where people are posting in and there's a lot of activity in there. You then want to post a message, but you don't want to go in there and sound all salesy because it will likely just get you banned right away. So what you want to do instead is come from the angle of looking for some help. So you post something like this. Hi, I need some help. I run a marketing business in whatever the area is. We've just started offering a new service that helps local businesses get in front of people who are already searching for them every day without risking any money on advertising. I'm looking for 2 businesses who would be willing to try out this new service for free in return for an honest review. If you'd be willing to help, please just comment below and I'll reach out. Thank you. Okay, that's as simple as the post needs to be. And make sure you post a photo of yourself with your post just to add a personal touch and to make the post stand out more in the group. Now, hopefully you'll find a business or 2 who are interested and you can set them up and get them some real results nice and quickly. Then you can use these results to show other similar businesses, because adding proof is what increases conversions on most things. Adding proof changes it from being just your word to it being actual fact, and so it makes selling infinitely easier. Okay, so be confident, go out there, get some results for someone as soon as possible, and watch how quickly those new clients come pouring in. Now, the last thing I want to say before you get started is this. Treat this program just like you would baking a cake. Okay, so don't stand there and look at all the steps involved and overwhelm yourself, because you're way less likely to get started if you do that. Instead, just go to step number 1, the next video, watch it, copy exactly what I do, and once that's done, move on to the next step, and so on. Just be very methodical about it, because before you know it, you'll have your business set up and your first paying clients if you just follow the step-by-step plan I've laid out for you. I've kept the steps as simple as possible on purpose, but whilst also giving you the detail needed to get things set up correctly and easily. So my advice to you would be to go and take the first step right now, because nothing in life happens without some form of action. Okay, you can't just sit there, do nothing, and expect things to happen. So you do actually need to do something. So don't say you'll come back and do it later. At least just go and watch the next video right now, because it then sets you on the path of taking action and getting results, and you're way more likely to succeed with this. Okay, so I'll see you in that next video shortly. It's a very simple video, but it's going to get you on your way to getting your business set up and to getting that consistent monthly income coming in that you can count on every single month. So I'll see you in that next video shortly.